All right, so we're gonna get this bad boy installed today. This is the box, has all the junk in it, and it's gonna go right underneath that cutter so that we can charge both outside as well as inside. All right, so we have the Tesla wall charger now installed, and as you can see, it's outputting energy. And when we look inside here, we are getting up to 48 amps. We're getting full 48 amps, 234 volts or 220 volt, 240. 11 kilowatts is what we're getting there. And we are at 31%, and it's saying it will take 3 hours and 20 minutes. Now that I opened the door, it said 3 hours and 10 minutes before I opened the door and started running the AC. So basically 30 to 80% is about 3 hours charging. That's not bad. And what's really neat about this charger, we'll show you real quick. Hello, Ellie. So just like any Tesla charger, you push this button. But what's neat about this one is you're no longer relying on Tesla. You can charge your other EVs or buy a J1772 EV and charge that on this just as easy. Plug that bad boy in, and it's as simple as pressing that button. Obviously, when you do this, you want to make sure you don't grab that, you'll break it. And if you want the Tesla, you just press the button like you normally would, and boom. So you use it kind of like you'd use a version 4 charger in the supercharger. And of course, we just plug that bad boy in. That's all it takes. And she's kicked on and charging. This green line signal indicates that it is charging. And the green static light indicates that it's powered up and all on done. As you can see here, there's also the app for the Tesla charger, kind of like your cars. You can go in here, you can see actually charging history. You can sort this for day, week, month, whatever. And then you can actually download your charging data, previous charging history, or just view it through the app, which is really cool. And it shows you which car is actually connected and how it's charging. It's a pretty neat feature. It's on a 60 amp breaker. They had to run 6 AWG wire up here and all the way into the panel, which is in the laundry room. So about a 50-foot run. The cost to install this through a Tesla recommended electrician was, hold on a second, I gotta take my breath, $1,100 or $1,100. That was with no service plan or any like member discounts. That was full price to run this about 55 feet of 6 amp, 3 cables, 6 amps or 6 gauge cables to this, and drop those down, install this, and it was a fairly easy install for them. Yeah, it was pretty expensive. So just for some context, at the old house we had a NEMA 1450, which is just your standard dryer outlet you can see here, and we got it installed in the front of the house, and the run for that cable was it was probably 100 feet. And so I think they ran that with 6 gauge cable as well, and it was just a standard thing. So it didn't include the cost of this. And when I did that install, it did include the cost of the outlet, and it was $1,000. It was $990. So twice as far of a run. Pretty sure it was the same gauge cable, and I had to pay for the thing. This $1,100 that I paid for them to install this does not include the cost of that. That I got through referral points. So I didn't have to pay for this, luckily, but it's still kind of expensive. Difference is 2019 versus today. So that was pre-COVID. That made a big difference in cost on everything. And then I don't know if cost has increased recently or not. This is April of 2025 that we're getting this installed. So anyways, pretty expensive, but wow, this is going to be really good. We have been charging on 110 for 6 months. Waiting to get this installed. Here's our current setup, or our previous setup. A little wall connector, version Gen 1 actually. What you used to get with your old Model S's. And the cable. And then we would pull in here back in and charge like that on 110. We did that for 6 months with 2 electric vehicles. So, needless to say, this is an upgrade that we really, really needed. Just if you didn't believe me, there you go. It says 3 hours and 5 minutes. Roughly 3 hours to charge 30 to 80% using the 48 amp wall charger. So that's nothing, man. I mean, it's so fast. At the old house, it was 32 amps, and it felt fast. It had been like 4 hours. So, anyways, I hope you enjoyed this. If you got any questions about it, let me know in the comments, and we'll see you on the next one.